Was about it. Zarubin is on for the 20th time this season for the Bees. 5 wins, 1 loss, no saves. 36 and a third innings pitched. He's allowed 44 hits, 16 runs, 10 earned, with 11 walks and 33 strikeouts. Zarubin will face Malloy, Feliciano, and Lara. Zarubin, out of the University of Sonoma State, I should say. Signed as a non-drafted free agent by the Angels, and he's in there with a strike, and it's 0-1 to Malloy. Demi 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Suarez tonight. Wind has shifted a little bit. It was blowing in from left center at the start of the game. It's now blowing out to right as Demi went around on that one, and it's 0-2. Zarubin pitched at Ohlone College in Fremont, California. Pitched a couple of seasons at Tennessee Martin. Pitched at Sonoma State before getting signed by the Angels. He misses away on the 0-2, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. A little bit up with that one, and it's 2-2. Zarubin, 6'2", 190-pound right-hander. Last appeared at Clinton on the 4th of July. Picked up the win with 2 scoreless innings, no hits, no runs, and 4 strikeouts in that ball game. Demi takes strike 3, looking on the outside corner, and there's 1 gone in the Rattlers' half of the 7th inning. 11 strikeouts for Bees pitching tonight, but the game is tied at 3 despite Burlington out-hitting the Rattlers 9-4. Here comes Mario Feliciano with his first at-bat tonight. Mario was not in the starting lineup tonight, but with Nathan Rodriguez leaving after scoring in the 5th, Feliciano placed into the ball game, and he'll get his first at-bat right here. And he'll take a ball low. It's 1-0. This is the first time he is facing Zarubin. Feliciano hitting .244, couple of home runs and 22 RBI. He went 3 for 20 on the road trip. Swings and lines one to right, but Shookneck is there, and there's the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, Gilbert Lara will bat.
Number 11.
Lara tonight 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Both strikeouts came against Zarubin. Fouled at the plate by Lara, and it's 0-1. Both teams scored a run in the first. The Bees scored a run in the 4th. Rattlers got 2 in the 5th, and Burlington got a run in the 6th. Bases empty, 2 outs, and an 0-1 pitch due to Lara here. Gilbert takes low and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Swinging a little tapper foul up the third baseline, and it's 1-2. Matt Erickson will come down the line and pick that one up. So it's 1-2 to Lara. Lara is 0 for 1 against Zarubin this season. Rattler batters are 4 for 8 against Zarubin coming into this ball game. He's retired the first 2 batters, though. And Lara takes a little bit in on that one. The count evens up at 2-2. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty. High chopper over the mound. Ranging over with the backhander is Zimmerman, the second baseman, on to first in time. The Rattlers are down in order in the 7th. 8th inning coming up, tied at 3. Rattlers and Bees on WNAM.
Number 1. Devin Hairston.
Bottom of the 8th inning is here. Rattlers trail it 4-3. It's the top of the order. Hairston, Balonis, and Wilson due up. Facing Jackson Zarubin. Ball missed. It's 1-0 to Hairston. Hairston is 1 for 3 with a single, a flyout, and a groundout. Ground ball, diving stop at third by Factow across the diamond in time, and there's one gone. He was playing in for the bunt, and a hot one-hopper to his left. He reacted with the dive, fires to first in time, one gone.
Number 2. Carlos Balonis.
Here comes Balonis. Carlos, you know he wants to make up for that that missed catch out in center that allowed the unearned run to score in the 8th and put the Bees up by 1. Miscommunication out there between Segovia and Balonis. Here's the 1-0. Carlos has been effective at the plate tonight with a walk, a triple. He has knocked in 1 run and he has scored 2, so he's been involved in all 3 of the Rattlers' runs tonight. Two-0 pitch to Balonis. On the way. Well, the Brewers scored. They were down 4-2 in their game to the Yankees. There's a ground ball up the middle. That might sneak through. Moreno, the shortstop, over. Field stumbles, falls in time to get Balonis. Carlos and Fidel Pena and Matt Erickson all thought that Morgan's foot came off the base. Matty is over to talk this one over. Moreno stumbled as he fielded that ball and went to throw it. And I think that pulled Morgan off the base, and now base umpire Jason Johnson is going to talk with plate umpire James Folsky. Balonis has not headed for the dugout yet. He's kind of hanging out at first base, near the base. And now, after it has been officially called an out, Carlos heading to the dugout. Matty wants a little discussion here with the base umpire, Jason Johnson. Again, judging by the reaction of the 3 Rattlers, they thought Morgan was well off the base. And Matty is letting Jason Johnson know, hey, you missed it by this much. That's what I think, is what Matt Erickson is saying. By the way, that's Ashley spinning the dials back at the WNAM studios tonight. Glad to have you along with us on the radio, on the internet, however you're following Tim Rattlers baseball. It's 4-3 with 2 outs and the base is empty in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Weston Wilson will bat for Wisconsin. Wilson with an RBI triple back in the first. He has struck out and flown out his other 2 times up. Ground ball to short. Moreno's got that one. On target throw this time, and the inning is over. Rattlers go down in order in the 8th. We're going to the 9th. It's 4-3, Burlington over the Rattlers. Back with more Tim Rattlers baseball after this on AM 1280 WNAM. Field at Fox City Stadium. The Rattlers trailing 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. It will be Gideon, Segovia, and Newhouse coming up. The Rattlers trying to get back to the 5. Well, Beloit has lost. Peoria has lost. Clinton has lost, but that was Quad Cities winning. So Quad Cities won again. They're 12-4, but with Peoria losing and Beloit losing, the Rattlers with a chance to pick up ground. They'll need to rally here in the bottom of the 9th, trailing by 2. Gideon to lead it for the Rattlers against Zarubin. Zarubin misses low and away to Ronnie, and it's 1-0. Zarubin has retired 6 in a row since coming out of the bullpen. He has 1 strikeout. Gideon 0 for 1 against Zarubin this year. Takes a strike there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Bees. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Rattlers, and it was a costly one. It let the go-ahead run score, or it set up the go-ahead run. The 1-2 to Gideon. In the dirt, lays off the changeup in there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Same 2 teams tomorrow, 6:35, Sunday at 1:05, and Monday at 12:05. And then they got the off day for the Major League All-Star game. Two-two. Gideon had a cut and fouled it back, and it's still 2-2. Zarubin takes the cap off. Cool night, but hot time on the mound right now. The 2-2. Gideon takes a little bit off the outside corner, and it's full 3-2. Zarubin thought he had strike 3. Kruger held it there for an extra beat. So Ronnie has worked it full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to lead off the 9th inning. Rattlers down by a run. Big slugger out of Texas A&M on the 3-2 pitch. Fouled straight back, and it's still 3-2. Nice crowd tonight despite the weather around 5 o'clock. They've stuck around, want to see some fireworks. Want to see a comeback first. Gideon, a little dribbler up the third baseline, but it's going to spin foul, and it's still 3-2. He's fighting it, hanging in there. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Gideon has fouled off 3 different 2-strike pitches in this at-bat. Got him looking. Gideon smacks the helmet, or smacks the shin guard down in disbelief. Thought it was low, and Gideon is gone. Gideon has just been ejected from the ball game on his way back to the dugout. Ronnie, he got a little leeway when he slammed the shin guard down, but then he sent a little something over his shoulder on his way back to the dugout in frustration. And there's one gone to the Rattlers' 9th. And here comes Joangel Segovia. This is Segovia's last opportunity to extend his hitting streak to 10 games. He's on a 9-game streak. He fouls that one off. It's his second 9-game hitting streak of the season. The longest hitting streak by a Rattler this year was Feliciano with a 10-game hitting streak back in May. Nobody else has been to double digits yet this year for a hitting streak. The 0-1. In a little bit low, and it's 1-1. One out, base is empty. Rattlers trail 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th. Foul tip by Segovia, and it's 1-2. He got on top of a breaking ball and just kind of foul tipped it. Rattlers have struggled so much at home this season. Trying to change that here with a 9th inning comeback. Segovia, a little dribbler up the third baseline. This is going to be a tough play. Zarubin's throw is down the right field line. Segovia for second. The tying run is in scoring position for the Rattlers. It'll be a base hit for a 10-game hitting streak for Segovia. And the E1 on Zarubin allows Segovia to take second base. That's a tough play. Zarubin, even a perfect throw is not going to get Segovia. And now here comes Tucker Newhouse, and Tucker's had a walk-off homer this season. Beat Peoria with a walk-off home run back in April. Tucker had the go-ahead hit in the 9th inning on the 5th of July in Cedar Rapids. And now let's see what Tucker can do here. Tying run in scoring position for the Rattlers with one out in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a foul tip by Tucker, and it's 0-1. Tucker with a single in the 4th. He has struck out and flown out tonight as well. The 0-1 to Newhouse. Tucker takes up and away, and it's 1-1. Four, 3. Burlington leads the Rattlers. Tying run at second, winning run at the plate. Zarubin with the 1-1. Low and away, it's 2-1. Tucker 0 for 1 against Zarubin this year. This is his first appearance against him tonight. Zarubin, long look in. Now his 2-1 pitch. Newhouse fouls it to the back stop, and it's 2-2. Newhouse taking his time outside that left-hand batter's box. Oro Malloy is on deck. Right now, though, it's Tucker waiting on this 2-2 pitch. It hit him. It hit Newhouse. The winning run is aboard. Came in with that 2-2 pitch. And now Oro Malloy will bat.
Number 6, Innings, Oro Malloy.
All right, Demi, 0 for 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts. Ground ball to third, backhanded at third. Facto steps on the base for 1, on to first for the double play to end the ball game. Four-3 your final. Rattlers lose to the Bees tonight. The line score in the AM 1280 WNAM Timber Rattlers Player of the Game comes your way in 2 minutes. This is Timber Rattlers Baseball on WNAM.
3 hours and 1 minute total for the game. 3:01 on the time. Paid attendance.